Hello and welcome to this week's styling video. So on a continuation of showing you the difference between inexpensive, more mass market and elements of the luxe end of the market, I thought I would show you some scarves. And as you can see, these are from my wardrobe. So I've bought across the board, as probably many of us have and do. I buy because I love them, but this is some of the things to consider. So the shape, great. Color, great. It's not this video is not about any of that. What I want to show you though is, you see up close there, so this is the edge of the scarf. It's what they call baby locked, which is a bit like overlocking, only overlocking is generally about 5 to 6 mil wide. This is baby locking is about 2 millimeters, maybe 3. So it's quite fine, but it's still, you can still see it. It's the one bit about it actually I don't love. What I will probably do as a side note is I'm probably going to undo it and restitch it myself because I don't like that. Sometimes they roll underneath and then you can hardly see it, but you can see it here, and that's the bit I'm not mad on. But anyway, so that's inexpensive and I bought it recently and I love it, but the price reflects that. Mid-range, so this is a lovely, it's actually a silk scarf. So when you look at the edge there, you can see stitching, and it's what they call, so this is the back side, it's what they call double neatening. So you can't see any overlocking. If you were sewing it on the machine, you'd turn it once and turn it again, but it's done in very, very finely. So you can see here, it's about 2 millimeters wide. Like, it's really nicely done. You can get special feet to do it on the sewing machine. That's a whole nother addition. But you can see it's very fine, it's very neat, like it's quite perfectly neat. So it's done on the machine. When you wear that garment, you know, being a scarf, it flips one side and the other, all as they do, and it looks neat on both sides. So that's more mid-range. The giveaway is when you get to the corners, because the corners are quite hard to do if any of you have ever tried. It's hard to get them really neat, and when they're perfect, that's a bit of a good giveaway. So that's sort of like that upper mid end of the market. Top end of the market, the luxe end, is when, so this is a boiled wool, which I love actually, I've had it for years. Anyway, the edges are, so same process, what they call double neatened, so turned once and then turned again and hand stitched. So your really special end of the market, that more luxe end, usually they're stitched by hand. So if you think about how long, you know, the whole edge of that scarf will take to do, it takes a long time. Handwork takes time, and it takes precision. That's why it costs more. But it gives you that polish, that very, very high end, very luxurious, and you know, polish or finish of the garment. It's a little bit more precious. You can probably be a little bit less precious with something like this because it won't catch. This one, you've got to treat the way you would with a luxury garment. Give it a bit more love, and then that is the difference between all three. There's a place for all of them, but you can see that that's what you're paying for. That's part of what you're paying for. Obviously, the actual fibre in this case as well, and the print and all of those different elements, but looking at the finish, they're the things to consider.